Bro, can we talk about how Family Guy makes absolutely zero sense? Like, this show will be in the middle of a normal scene, and someone goes, hey, remember that time Peter went skydiving and got hit by a plane and shredded into a million pieces? And everyone's just like, oh yeah, good times. Good times? Bro got turned into confetti, and he's sitting right there like it was a cute little vacation memory. Family Guy characters take more damage than superheroes and just walk it off. Peter will get run over by a truck, exploded by a bomb, eaten by a bear, launched into space, and then in the next scene, he's just sitting on the couch like, Lois, where's the remote? What do you mean, where's the remote? Bro, you were literally vaporized 4 minutes ago, and the way they tell the flashbacks is so random. Nobody reacts. Nobody questions it. They're just like, ah yes, the time you got folded by a helicopter blade. Classic. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there trying to figure out how this dude has survived more fatal accidents than the entire Avengers cast combined. Honestly, the show has one rule. Physics? Nope. Logic? Nope. Continuity? Never heard of her. But somehow, it still makes perfect sense.
Why does school lunch never look like what they say it's gonna be? The menu says chicken Alfredo, and what I get looks like drywall with milk poured on top. They'll hype it up too. Today's special is BBQ pulled pork, and then you get there, and it's just brown mush in a puddle of mystery sauce. Whoever writes those menus is a professional liar, because the food they're describing does not exist on this planet. They'll post a picture of a 5-star meal, but what you're holding looks like it came out of a printer error. And the worst part? Everyone still lines up like it's gonna be different this time. Like we didn't learn our lesson last week when tacos looked like wet cardboard wrapped in sadness. The drinks don't help either. They'll say fresh juice, and it's just orange water with an identity crisis. You ever look at your tray and just start questioning life? Like, am I supposed to eat this or report it to a scientist? At this point, they could serve literal air and call it deconstructed pizza. And people would still show up like, yo, that might be fire. Subscribe before the cafeteria menu lies to me again and calls mashed potatoes sushi. We all have that one friend. You beat him 9 games straight. 9. And the one time he finally wins, he starts acting like he's in a highlight reel. Like, calm down, bro. You won once. Won. You're not a gaming prodigy. You just got lucky this round. He'll stand up, start talking trash, do a victory lap around the room like he just won a world championship. I told you I'm better. Better at what? Losing with confidence? And the funny part is, when you win, which is every other time, you stay quiet. You're humble. You don't want to embarrass him. But the moment he gets a single W, your phone's already blowing up. Yo, remember that one time I destroyed you? Bro, that was 3 months ago. Let it go. And then he tries to retire undefeated after 1 game. He's like, nah, I'm done. I'm ending on a win. Of course you are. Because deep down, you know lightning's not striking twice. At this point, I don't even care about the win. I just want him to stop celebrating like he discovered gaming. Subscribe before my friend starts making a documentary about that one time he beat me. Bro, there is no pain like coming home excited for your food and realizing it's gone. That's not just hunger, that's betrayal. Like, I spent all day thinking about that food. I planned my whole evening around it. I was like, yeah, I'll get home, chill, reheat it, live my best life. Then I open the fridge and it's gone, vanished, like it never existed. And the worst part? They'll act confused. Oh, was that yours? Yes, it was mine. It was in a container, with my name, in my fridge. Who else's was it? The neighborhood's. They'll hit you with that fake apology too. Oh, my bad, I thought you weren't gonna eat it. Bro, why would I save it then? For decoration? You don't get it. I had a bond with that food. We made eye contact when I packed it up. We said, see you later, and now it's gone. Now I'm just sitting there, angry, hungry. You didn't just take my food, you took my trust. So yeah, next time, I'm labeling everything. Because nothing hurts more than opening the fridge and realizing dinner's gone, and so is my will to live.
Bro, why do some people not know how to whisper? Like, they'll lean over in class and be like, bro, did you see what she's wearing? Bro, you're not whispering. You're broadcasting live on CNN. They'll try to tell you a secret, but everyone within a 10-mile radius already knows. You'll be like, shh, quiet. And they'll go, I am being quiet, at full volume. And somehow, they always pick the worst moments too. Like the teacher's dead silent, or you're in church, or the movie just got serious. And they decide now is story time. It's like, bro, you got 2 settings. Loud and louder. There is no inside voice in your system. And when you tell them to chill, they whisper even louder like, oh, sorry, bro, I'll be quiet. At that point, I'm just pretending I don't know you. If you can't whisper, don't even try. Just text me, bro. Subscribe and like.
Bro,
playing with the worst teammate ever
should count as a mental sport. Like, why are you even here? You've died 12 times, haven't gotten a single kill, and somehow it's my fault we're losing. He'll run straight into danger like, I got this. No, you don't. You never have. You never will. Then 5 seconds later, bro, where were you? Alive. I was busy trying to survive your bad decisions. And every time you tell him to play safe, he says, nah, I know what I'm doing. You do not. You're the reason the respawn screen exists. Then when you actually clutch around, he starts acting like he helped. See, bro, I told you we got this. You were watching from the afterlife, bro. Sit down. He'll also steal your loot, blame the lag, and somehow take credit for your score. Bro, I distracted them. No, you got knocked in the first 5 seconds. That's not strategy. At this point, I'd rather play solo with bots. At least bots don't start arguments in voice chat. Subscribe before my teammate team kills me again by accident. Bro, when someone asks you for help, but somehow you end up doing the entire project, that has to be one of the top 5 human betrayals of all time. Like, they'll text you all innocent. Hey bro, can you just help me real quick? Real quick? Next thing I know, I'm sitting there, sleeves rolled up, fully invested like I'm being graded for this. Meanwhile, they're leaning over my shoulder like a manager observing an employee. And the worst part? They'll pretend they're helping by saying stuff like, yeah, that looks good. Bro, you did nothing. You're just providing vibe. Or they'll hand you one thing, 1 pencil, 1 paper, 1 screwdriver, and act like they carried the whole operation. Teamwork, bro. Teamwork? Where was the team? It was just me. Then when we're done, when I finish everything, they hit you with that classic, thanks man, couldn't have done it without you. Yes, you could not, because you literally didn't do anything. And watch, the second they need help, you're there in 0.2 seconds. But when you need help, suddenly they just woke up, or they're busy, or their dog has a dentist appointment. Next time someone asks for help, I'm gonna reply, yeah, but define help, because last time I got scammed. Bro, tell me why every time I say I'm going to bed, that means absolutely nothing. I'll literally say goodnight to everyone, close all the apps, turn off the lights, and then suddenly I'm wide awake like, maybe I should reorganize my entire life right now. Like, why does my brain clock in for the night shift the moment my head hits the pillow? I'll be like, yeah, I'm tired. Then 3 minutes later, I'm watching a documentary about jellyfish for no reason. And then someone texts me like, yo, I thought you were going to sleep. I was. I genuinely meant it. But then I remembered one meme, clicked one video, and now it's 2:57 a.m. and I'm learning how to build a house out of shipping pallet. And the worst part? The next morning, I'm exhausted like, man, why am I so tired? Bro, you did this to yourself. Saying I'm going to bed is just another way of saying, I will now waste 3 more hours doing absolutely nothing productive. Bro, why do some guys turn into a whole different person the second a girl walks in? Like 10 seconds ago, this dude was burping the alphabet and arguing about who'd win in a fight, Batman or a gorilla. Now suddenly he's speaking in full sentences and saying stuff like, I actually love sunsets and deep conversations. Bro, what happened to you? You were just eating hot Cheetos for breakfast. Now you're out here acting like a philosopher. And it's always the same dude. He'll clown around with us all day, but the moment a girl shows up, he's like, nah bro, chill, don't be weird. Like what? You were just barking at pigeons 5 minutes ago. He'll start using words he's never said before, talking about his goals and passions. Bro, your goal is to beat level 4 of Fortnite, let's not lie. Then as soon as she leaves, he's back to being normal like nothing happened. Bro, pick a personality. You can't be Mr. Smooth Talker and Mr. Menace at the same time. Subscribe and like. Bro, nothing makes me lose faith in humanity faster than telling a story, and someone interrupts with a better one that has absolutely nothing to do with what I was talking about. Like I'll be saying, yeah, my dog knocked over my drink, and they jump in like, oh, that reminds me of the time I went skydiving in 2018 and almost landed on a goat. What? How did we get there? Where is the connection? Show me the math. And the craziest part is, they take over like they're the guest speaker at a TED Talk. They don't even let you finish your sentence. They just think, ah yes, my time to shine, and completely hijack the whole conversation. And then their story isn't even better. It's not funnier. It's not interesting. It's not related. It's just louder. You'll be sitting there like, cool, but what does that have to do with my drink? And they'll be like, anyway, so I almost bought a llama. Bro. At this point, I don't even tell the rest of my story. I just let it die. I'm not fighting for the mic. If you want to be the main character that bad, take it. Meanwhile, I'm just nodding like I'm interested. But inside, I'm plotting a clean escape from the conversation. I just waved back to someone who wasn't even
waving at me.
I think that might have been my social downfall right there. Because there is no pain like realizing the wave wasn't for you. You see a hand go up, you lock eyes, you wave back all confident, and then it hits you. They were waving at the person behind you. Now you gotta act like you were stretching, scratching your head.
Anything to survive.
There's no recovery from that. None. You can feel your soul leave your body. The air gets heavy. The silence gets louder. You start thinking about every bad decision you've ever made. And the worst part? They saw you. They made eye contact with your pain and still didn't save you. Not even a fake wave back. Nothing. Now everyone around thinks you're just out here waving at random people like a lost NPC. Like, who's he waving to? No one, bro. I'm waving at my self-respect as it walks away. At this point, I need a license to wave in public because clearly, I can't be trusted with that kind of responsibility. Subscribe before I embarrass myself again in front of an entire cafeteria. Bro, when a teacher says, all right guys, this will only take 1 minute, that's when you know you're never leaving that classroom. Like, why do they lie with so much confidence? They'll check the clock, take a deep breath like they're about to give a TED Talk, and suddenly that 1 minute turns into a full 42-episode documentary. I swear, the moment they say 1 minute, time actually slows down. You look around and everyone's already packing up, backpacks on, 1 foot out the door, and the teacher's like, actually, before you go, no, before you go. You said 1 minute ago that we were done. Then they start explaining something nobody asked for. Just a reminder about your assignment. Bro, the assignment is due next month. Why are we talking about this at 3:14 when the bell rang at 3:10? And you can't even walk out because that's how you get the deadliest line ever. Where do you think you're going? Home. I'm going home. Like you said we could. By the time the teacher finally stops talking, the hallway is empty. Your ride is gone, your friends disappeared, and somehow it's nighttime outside. Teachers act like time is a suggestion. 1 minute to them means, sit down, unpack, we're starting a whole new chapter. Bro, when someone says, I'm not hungry, and then eats half your food, that should legally count as emotional damage. Like, I literally asked you. I gave you the chance. Hey, you want anything? And you hit me with that confident, nah, I'm good. Okay, cool, perfect. I'll order exactly what I want. But the second the food arrives, suddenly you're a starving orphan from a Disney movie. You're hovering over my plate like you're observing wildlife. And then it starts. Can I just have a bite? A bite, bro? You took a bite the same size as my hopes and dreams. And the worst part? They don't bite the corner. They take the perfect middle piece, the best part. The masterpiece, the part I was saving. Then they act all innocent. OMG, this is so good. Yeah, I know. That's why I ordered it for me. And suddenly your whole meal becomes a negotiation. You're guarding your food like it's national treasure. You're holding your fries close like they're newborn children. Next time someone tells me, I'm not hungry, I'm getting them their own meal. Even if they scream and fight it. Even if they deny it 20 times. I'm buying it anyway, because I know the truth. Nobody is not hungry. They're not hungry until your food shows up. Bro, when someone says, yo, let me tell you a quick story, you already know you're not getting out of there for the next 27 minutes of your life. Like, why do people do this? They'll be like, okay, so it was last Tuesday. Actually, no, wait, maybe Wednesday. Hold on, bro. If you don't even know what day it was, this is not a quick story. And the worst part? They add every detail ever created. I was wearing my gray hoodie. No, actually, the blue one. But anyway, so I walk into the store. Why are you giving me the director's cut? This is the extended edition. I didn't ask for all access commentary. Then they start introducing characters like it's a whole TV show. So my cousin's friend's neighbor's dog. What does this have to do with anything? And halfway through, you're trapped. You can't escape. You're too deep in the lore now. You're basically emotionally invested against your will. By minute 14, you're just nodding like, yeah, crazy. Even though you stopped
stopped listening 10 minutes ago because your soul left your body. Then, they finish the story, and the ending is nothing. That's it. That's it? I aged 3 years for that? Next time someone says quick story, I'm running. Because there's no such thing as quick. It's never quick. It's a full documentary.